We are back. Episode 5. Episode numero 5. We are back.
Episode 5.
The boys is here. Basketball is fucking hard. That's what we're here to talk about. It's hard as shit. Really difficult, apparently.
It's a difficult sport.
Difficult sport, clearly, because no one's ever made a perfect bracket either. Difficult to predict, difficult to see what happens. But, yeah, I mean, we had an amazing tournament so far. People are calling this the worst tournament of all time. Kind of agree. We'll get into all that. But, yeah, dude, it's been a great week. Vaughn, how's your week?
Week has been absolutely fantastic. You know, it's always great to pull up to class, just absolutely ready to do no type of work, sit there, watch basketball games.
Yep.
It's always a great time, you know. That's why March is just so absolutely fantastic. You go show up to class and watch basketball. That's pretty much it. But yeah, that's been my week is just absolutely chilling, cooling, and absolutely just lounging. You know, it's what it's all about right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you're not boozing and watching basketball, what are you doing? I mean, real shit. What are you doing? I mean, that's it's literally like a national holiday. March Madness it is, but yeah, I mean,
more or less.
I would say I would have to agree with the people though that say this tournament kind of sucks because I think it does too. I mean, you have no 13. You did not have one 13 seed and above win. No upsets, no Cinderellas. Many factors people are saying it's because of the NIL. But yeah, that shit there was not a lot of upsets. You know, usually
I was really pulling for CSU there. You know, the lowest one, like
heartbreaker.
Left. That was a heartbreaker, big time for sure.
Heartbreaker.
But yeah, no, definitely can agree with the lack of upsets in terms of better words here.
Most definitely, lack of upsets and lack of, I would say, you know, teams in Group of 5 conferences able to compete. I mean, you saw a lot. I mean, the SEC too in the Sweet 16 sent 7 teams, and that conference has tons of money in it. It's clearly producing the best talent. So we live in a new day of college sports. It's who has the most money. It really doesn't matter where you are, how good you are. If you have enough money, you can get a good team incredibly fast. And I think it's evident. I mean, let's look at Ole Miss. You know, they hired Chris Beard 2 years ago. They have nobody. You know, historically not really that good of a program. Went to the Sweet 16 once in 2001, and here we are again. You know, after 2 winning seasons, we got one of the best teams arguably in the tournament. And that's pretty nuts considering where the program was at just 2-3 years ago. And, you know, it's pretty cool. You know, it's pretty cool to see. But I'd argue that it's tough. It's tough when you don't got a lot of Cinderella teams because that's what people love. That's what people want to watch.
I was going to say, I
beat the big guys.
I know that you were definitely pulling for New Mexico to beat Michigan State, but unfortunately, I mean, the first half looked real good for you guys, but then the second half kind of just slipped away from New Mexico. I was kind of sad. I was kind of pulling for New Mexico as well, just as a 10 seed. Arkansas can't be the only double-digit seed going into the Sweet 16. But I mean, they are. So, I mean,
let's talk about it. I'll talk about Arkansas. Number one.
Oh Arkansas, yeah, I know you got strong feelings about Arkansas. Yeah, I know that for
sure. Yeah. So, what's up with St. John's forgetting how to play basketball?
What's up with you picking St. John's to win the tourney, bro? That's just
let's
explain. Can I get some explanation? Okay, your picks were great except for except for St. John's winning the tournament. I gotta know, bro, what went through your noggin at that point in time? Let me know.
It was pretty crazy. I mean, it was cool to go 30 of 32, went perfect through day 1. That was pretty nuts. I've actually never gotten that far. It's pretty hard to do. People that, you know, pay attention, that's a decently difficult thing to do. But I picked St. John's because I thought they had the coaching experience. I thought it was Rick Pitino's year. I really liked their number one, and you know, when you shoot, you know, terrible from 3, and you know, it doesn't end well. I mean, we saw it. I was watching the game. I saw that Arkansas and St. John's combined from 4 for 41 from 3-point. I mean, that's abysmal.
Abysmal. Yeah.
abysmal.
For lack of better terms, that shit is abysmal.
Yeah, I think I could help. Yeah, I mean it's pretty bad, but yeah, it's tough. I picked them because I really thought that they were the best basketball team in the tournament. I thought that they were still kind of a Cinderella, but not really. I thought that they had, good enough coaching, and I thought it was going to come down to experience. Clearly, I was wrong. They did not win, but yeah. I mean, going 30 for 32, dude, come on. I'm pretty much the GOAT at that point. Going perfect after day one.
No,
my dick's huge.
I wouldn't call you the GOAT. No, I wouldn't call you the GOAT. I mean, I'd say, I'd probably say for lack of better terms, you know what you're talking about for the most part, and you're lucky guy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Lucky.
Yeah, but other than that, you pretty much got no intelligence when it comes to actually analyzing the basketball games and stuff like that. But it's all good though. We'll get there. We'll get there one year. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But
I mean,
yeah. I think at this point in time, honestly, I think the teams that are looking the best. Duke looking unstoppable. I mean, they ran through Baylor first round, whatever. They just ran through Baylor though. Duke versus Arizona, that is going to be probably one of the better games of the Sweet 16 for sure. Definitely excited to watch that one. Get a little hammered. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Yeah, I know you're a big Duke guy.
Big what? Oh yeah, big Duke guy. Cooper Flag, that's my dog, man. Come on.
Oh my God, dude.
Dude, all right, bro. You know how you feel about Rick Pitino, bro? That's Cooper Flag.
I fuck Rick Pitino now, bro.
No, now it's fuck Rick Pitino.
Fuck that.
Yeah, you fake, bro. You fake, bro. Last episode you were on his
Sold my parlay. Sold my parlay.
You were on that Schmeat last weekend, boy.
I was so close to getting the perfect bracket. Huh. And yeah, it's difficult. It really is difficult. Yeah, but Rick Pitino, if you're watching this, go fuck yourself. Plain and simple. Plain and simple.
It's crazy how the turntables turn around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. I pick winners. Clearly, I was wrong.
Yeah, you don't pick winners. That's why they didn't win. So, how about McNeese though? Were you pulling for them or no? I know some people. I know some people like what's his name, Amir Khan. Some people don't like him. Some people like him. What do you think about the guy?
I think it's cornball. I think it's getting too much, dude. But that's all. Like, dude, the fact when they were posting like he was transferring to NC State, I was like, bro, what am I watching? Yeah. I mean, it gets to a point. I mean, the story was cool, but like, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I respect him, bro. All those
that's all I'm saying.
Wearing fucking face.
It's pretty soft right there, you know. Wow, wheeling. Dude. I mean, he's definitely getting a couple.
I mean, he wheels. Amir Khan wheels.
So it's all good.
Now he's going to NC State, dude.
Yeah, I mean, whatever, dude. But he got some paper and
got some cheddar. Got some. He got like 9 NIL deals.
Yeah, he got like something like that. Dude, he showed up in the fucking. You see him show up in like the banana tracksuit for the Purdue game. Oh man, that was.
Yeah, they all got new gear. I think Under Armour sent the whole team gear because it's a cool story, but I kind of saw this coming. I thought they got too involved in the Cinderella. I mean, they kind of like, oh yeah, we love our manager, but you still have to play fucking Purdue, and they didn't really come out ready to play at all. And I mean, that's why they lost. I mean, that's why they're not in the Sweet 16. I think they kind of let the champagne get to their heads. You won one game.
Purdue's not no rollover basketball team. You know what I mean?
Like,
to be seeded number 12, you got to put on a pretty good performance to beat Purdue. You know, like that's no easy walk in the park, and especially when you're seeded that low. You know, like you still got to play ball. You still got to show up. You can't just cruise because of your team manager. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, and I think that's kind of what happened. I think they got a little bit, drunk off their own success, and they came out flat. They really did come out flat against Purdue, and it sucked to see because I actually kind of wanted to see them win. But, they kind of just got smacked down to, a dose of reality. But at the same time, that's what shows, man. I think, but at the same time, I have different expectations. I mean, for McNeese, this is a huge win for their season. They lost their coach, though. That's going to be tough. They're probably going to lose a lot of players because they lost their coach. But like his coach said, I mean, that brought tons of money to the school, tons of recognition to the school. A small school in Louisiana like McNeese, I mean, That's huge for them. But at the same time, if I'm a coach or if I'm a program, my standard's to win. I don't really care about one game. I want to win the whole tournament.
Oh yeah.
I really don't see the point. I think
that's what you got to be thinking going into the March Madness tournament. You got to be thinking.
I don't think I don't think they were thinking that clearly. I mean, just based off how they reacted once, you have to act like they obviously celebrate the success, but kind of like what Ole Miss is doing. They've been celebrating, but you got to kind of act like you've been there before. Can't yes, these small milestones are great, but don't mean a thing without the ring. It really doesn't. No one remembers. They're going to remember McNeese winning one game, but they're going to remember whoever wins the champion as the champion of that tournament.
So I got to ask real quick. What is your Jacob Byerly sports analysis of the Ole Miss Michigan State game? How do you think that's going to go? Who do you think is winning that one?
Ole Miss. Unbiasedly Ole Miss. No, if they play the way, I'm just basing off the starts. I mean, you look at Michigan. They fell behind to, I would argue, just not a very good New Mexico. I mean, a good New Mexico team, but not a very good New Mexico team. And then the same thing happened when they were playing Bryant. I mean, they for a second there were getting a real scare by Bryant. Bryant was absolutely kind of bulldogging them.
Yeah.
And if you can get bulldogged by a school that has less than 10% of your budget, I mean, it's pretty sad. So that's why I think if you come out like that against Ole Miss, and especially the way Ole Miss played against Iowa State, you're going to have a tough day. If Ole Miss comes out like that and Michigan State comes out like the way they've been playing slow, they're going to have a tough day because each game Ole Miss came out very fast. They were up 15 against North Carolina, and they went up 20 against Iowa State. And I think that speaks not only to Ole Miss, but I think that speaks to the strength of the SEC because Ole Miss isn't even really the best team in the SEC.
We get it, bro. SEC is a good basketball conference, all right? We get it. But here, I think you're overlooking Tom Izzo. I mean, dude, he's got experience in the tournament, dude. And
so does
the Michigan State players, I mean, dude, they're good, bro. I was watching that New Mexico game, and once they started to turn it on, they were rolling pretty well. It's definitely going to be a good game to watch. I'd love to see the upset happen, Ole Miss. I'd love to see you fucking win there, but it's definitely going to be a tough one. It's going to be an awesome game.
Yeah, it's going to be in Atlanta.
Sure.
It's going to be in Atlanta. We'll
We'll
probably have the home court advantage. Probably more Ole Miss fans there than Michigan State fans, which would be nice because I think Atlanta's only like an 8-hour drive from here, 6-7-hour drive. But that's one of my picks. I don't think Ole Miss. I don't know. I could see him beating Auburn at the same time. It's very hard to beat a team 4 times in a row. But Auburn's a very good basketball team. They have beat us 3 times in a row. So I don't know if I would pick Ole Miss in that. But I mean, if they get past Michigan State, I don't know. Could be interesting. I mean, this whole tournament has really been, a tournament of the favorites. Real teams are really pulling off. I mean, I would say you got 6 seeds like BYU and Ole Miss, making numbers. But I mean,
Arkansas, I'd say the most
calm tournaments. Yeah, I would say that even then, it's still a pretty calm tournament.
Yeah, definitely a lack in terms of upsets. And March Magic, where's the March Magic at?
Zero March Magic.
Zero of it,
Zero. I think people are noticing that. I saw it on ESPN today. I saw Stephen A. Smith just, talking about how Cinderellas might be dead, and I kind of agree. How do you have a Cinderella when you can just pay players? I mean, this was going to become a problem someday. I mean, like I said this from the beginning of NIL. Like, yeah, but you need a salary cap. With many things, when it involves money, you need a salary cap, or things become unfair very fast.
Did you see? Did you see Derek Queen's interview after his game winner when they were asking him, like, why do you like the post game interview? They're doing or like the press, whatever. They asked him why to listen to the head coach, and he's like, "Oh yeah, because he pay us."
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, and then it just completely.
I think it's also it's creating the game in a negative way. I think we saw today breaking news. Fucking Scottie Pippen Jr. or what is Scottie Pippen's son. He transfers out of Michigan when they're literally in the Sweet 16. He left. Because he's either not getting enough minutes, he's not getting enough money, and everything kind of is all about money today in sports.
Yeah.
And people were pushing for this for a long time. Like, people were pushing. I used to argue for it.
I get it though. Like, from the player's perspective, like, I mean, you're putting in so much time into sports, like, and especially now that college players are able to get paid to play and stuff like that. It's just like why would you play for free? You know what I mean?
Yeah, why would you play for free, especially when the university makes so much money off your name and likeness? I understand that completely, but I just think at the same time it creates somewhat of an imbalance.
Not great for the game, but the players, it's understandable for sure.
Yeah, but I just think it creates an imbalance because you got some teams. It's the same thing like baseball. Like for example, you have teams like the Dodgers, and you have teams like the Athletics and the Rockies. No money, can't compete. They'll never be able to compete because they have no money. And that's what's going to happen in college if they don't figure it out. The schools with the most boosters, the most funders, they're gonna pull away, and it's going to be very fast. And I think we're kind of seeing it in this tournament. I mean, it's sad. I would say it is really sad because you got no Power 5 schools in the March Madness. And March Madness is supposed to be special. They're supposed to be Cinderella. That's why people watch. That's why people care. Because there's supposed to be teams that aren't supposed to be there that make it there. And we're really seeing that not happen this year. And I would say, people are angry. I've been seeing it all on ESPN. I've been seeing it on Barstool. People just, complaining about that this tournament really just doesn't have any magic. Just like you said, no magic. It's pretty just, it's pretty cut and dry. And, I feel like this could affect the game of basketball for sure, especially with the NBA ratings down. This is not what basketball wants. They need, they probably needed a strong tournament this year, and it's not really happening.
Agreed. Going off that note, I think we should let the viewers know some of the picks for the Sweet 16. You agree?
Ooh, I agree.
Yeah, I think we start off in the South Conference here.
All right, read them out.
We got first matchup. We got Auburn versus Michigan. Personally, Auburn.
I'm gonna have to go Auburn.
Easy pick there. Easy pick there, Auburn.
Michigan.
They are favored to win by 80%. Auburn, 20% Michigan. I don't know. Auburn's just been doing their thing. An upset would be cool, but I just don't think Michigan is going to take care of business. I mean, they almost lost to UCSD. Like, I don't know. I don't see them. I don't see it. They did dick down.
They took care of Texas A&M,
though. Yeah, they did dick down A&M.
They took care of Texas A&M.
I don't think they can dick down Auburn like that, though.
I mean, they have some good teams. I mean, that coach that they have, we went to the Final Four with FAU, got several of his players. And it's going to be interesting. It sure is going to be interesting to see. But I could see that game going either way. I'm going to take Auburn, but I could easily see Michigan winning that game. Because just knowing the school of Auburn, I think Auburn.
They've done it. They do like to sell. They do like to sell. Last year,
they always find a way to fuck it up.
Yeah.
Ever since I've watched Auburn, even when they had Dennis Smith Jr., they always find a way to fuck it up.
Yeah. I mean, it's not crazy.
That's just my opinion on it. I just don't think they can win that many games in a row. And if I don't think it's, if it's not.
So do you see a next round exit if they win this one?
To Ole Miss, yeah.
You see them going out in the Elite Eight?
If it's Ole Miss would be playing State. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, if Ole Miss or State wins, yeah, I could see it. Because you either have to beat an Ole Miss team that you've beaten 4 times in a row or 3 times in a row, but now you have to. And people think, oh, that's actually easier. No, it's actually harder because now they know you so well. They have so much tape against you.
Yeah, Ole Miss is due. It's due for a win.
Ole Miss is due. I mean, the more you beat a team, the harder it gets to beat them. And I would say that yeah, I'm gonna have to say that Auburn, even if they get out of this round alive, I just don't see them, going to the Final Four. And if they do, they're probably gonna get smoked by Florida because they did get smoked by Florida this year, and Florida matches up really well against them.
Yeah, good point. I mean, that brings us to the next matchup, Florida Maryland. I think that's a pretty easy pick there. Derek Queen, yeah, he's a great player. I just don't think Maryland has enough experience. And I think Florida's taking that one pretty easily.
I agree 100%. I 100 agree. It's Florida. Okay, here's why I'm going to go with it. Here's why I'm going to go with it.
Let's hear something. Let's hear something. Dude, where are you going with them? Let's hear it.
It's fucking Maryland, bro. They have like 5 people in their state.
Bro, you forget though, bro. Derek Queen's from Baltimore, bro. He's from Baltimore.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe it's because I'm a big CSU guy, bro.
That.
He traveled. Number one. Are we not going to talk about how he
traveled? Yeah, I mean that's a pro move in college. I could see you get away with that in the NBA. I don't know, college.
Traveled.
Definitely close call. Definitely close call.
He walked to France and back.
France.
I mean, I don't know. It was a close call. It was still a hard shot. I'll give him credit. But, I mean, I like CSU's response, their head coach. I mean, he just got hired to Minnesota. He's already gone. CSU's probably done for. That's just the day we live in. But he said, yeah, they didn't call. And I actually like that response. I really do hate when people bitch about calls because, they didn't call. You could have done – because I love that aspect, when the Bills running back actually, he was talking about it after they lost to the Chiefs, like, I'm tired of blaming calls. You lose to a team, you could have done.
You don't want to leave it in the hands of the ref. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's your fault.
Kind of goes with any sport. Yeah.
And I bet they can find a million things they could have done better that would have prevented that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is sad.
Yeah. So next matchup we got Texas Tech and Arkansas.
Florida definitely takes that.
Yeah, I agree.
This is a tough one.
What about Texas Tech and Arkansas?
This is a tough one.
What do you think? Huh? Yeah,
I want to take Arkansas because Arkansas sucks balls, but I don't know.
Dude, Brazil is good.
I'm gonna take Arkansas. I'm gonna have to take Arkansas. Here's what they got: capillary tournament experience. Yes, Tech. They're all right, but dude, you guys almost lost to UNC Williamson, bro. I can't believe they.
UNC Williamson. Yeah.
I didn't even know that shit was a school.
Yeah,
you guys almost lost. They have 5 players, bro. And yeah, I mean, even after they got that rebound win against Drake, I didn't think they looked that good. I mean,
I wanted to see Drake do better.
Yeah, Drake, dude, because he's champagne poppy.
Drake do better. All right.
Dude, yeah,
bro.
but Drake's the goat. Right. Drake's the goat. Drake's the goat. But
Drake is the goat.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised by that. That win, I thought Drake would actually upset Tech because let's be real, Tech, you almost lost to UNC Williams. What the fuck? I mean, I get it was the night game, but someone y'all were down. The fact that they even were leading it in the second half scares the hell out of me. So that's why I'm gonna have to take Arkansas. If a 14 seed is leading it in the second half against you, chances are you're not going to the Elite Eight, let alone the Final Four.
I mean, I could definitely see it going either way, but for the sake of the podcast, JV boys, we're gonna go ahead and lock in Arkansas.
Take it.
Sure. All right, next matchup we got. This should be a great one. Duke versus Arizona. Arizona played really well last night against Oregon. That was a great game to watch. Caleb Love is an absolute animal.
Does this look like an A? Not at all. That's what I'm taking. Arizona.
No, you don't, bro. No.
Caleb Love the Arkansas.
Not over Duke, bro. Not over Duke.
Yes. No. Yes. I'm telling you now.
No.
I'm taking Arizona. Here's why. Caleb Love owns the University of Duke or whatever the hell it's called. Duke, number one, I can't root for Duke. I like Cooper Flagg, but I can't root for Duke.
All right. I see what you're saying.
I do think Arizona's going to win. Here's why.
I saw a clip. Caleb Love. He's ready. He's ready for whoever they got to play. He's ready for Cooper. He's ready for Duke. I can definitely see it happening.
Got with his teammate's girlfriend. He got with his teammate's girlfriend. Like, he'll do anything.
Yeah.
He's ready.
What was that, RJ Davis?
RJ Davis.
Caleb Love.
Yeah.
Then you hit a transfer, quick transfer. See you, buddy. That's pretty sad.
Dude, imagine smashing your boy's piece, bro, and then just dip into the portal and then winning in that. Dude,
that'd be crazy.
I don't know. That's why I think so. I think that Caleb Love, dude, he's one of those game changers. And I'm going to be real. Every time I watch him against Duke, they have a very hard time playing him. But that being said, Duke did beat them. This is also why I'm taking Arizona. Duke did beat them earlier in the season by 30 at home. I think that left a very bad taste in the Arizona men's basketball, in the locker room. And I think they're going to come out on top. And, they have a really good team. People don't want to talk about that. They do have a really good team. Inconsistent, yes, but they do have a good enough team that I think if they play their best could beat Duke.
But are they going to play their best? That's the question. And that will
be the question.
That will be discovered On the 27th.
27th.
On the 20 freaking 7th. Next matchup we got BYU and Bama.
Mormons. Taking the Mormons. You don't bet against the Mormons in March.
I can't take the Mormons. I'm so sick and tired of BYU winning basketball games.
You do not bet against the Mormons in March. What have you learned? Chatfield Zone, Timber Fredette, bro. Where we went to high school, bro. You're in the stands, bro. Dude, that's why I'm rooting, bro. That's our Chatfield basketball coach, dude. That's all modern.
No, it is why I'm real nice looking though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, but here's the problem. I mean, you just don't bet. I think they have some like magic. I don't know what they do in the locker room, but I don't know. I think they shocked Bama. I mean, Robert Morris, dude, was playing very good against Bama.
They got a good team for sure.
And those Mormons, I don't know what they do, with their.
They do. They have some type of magic about them. Definitely doesn't take them out. Bama is favored to win 65-35.
But they have, dude. They're Mormon.
I don't think they took into account the Mormon magic.
The Mormon powers. Because I'm pretty sure
see an upset
the Mormon powers.
Although I am a big fan of Mark Sears in Alabama, I wouldn't put it past them. If anyone's gonna do it, I feel like it's gonna be BYU. They're sneaky. They're sneaky for sure.
They're good too. They're a good 6 seed, and that's why. I mean, I don't know. I can see BYU pulling away. I mean, they handled Wisconsin pretty well until that last second minute. I mean, the score doesn't really stay 91-89 in BYU's favor, but it really doesn't tell the story. I mean, BYU was dominating from start to finish. Wisconsin almost came back, but I mean, it really wasn't
tough one for Wisconsin.
I mean, it was a mission.
I was rooting for the Badgers big time. But what can you do?
Big time. Oh, I bet Brian was devastated.
Brian definitely wasn't happy.
Brian
he's definitely fuming. Second to last Midwest, we got Houston and Purdue, 1 seed versus a 4 seed. This to me is a complete toss up. Houston, great basketball team. Purdue, also a great basketball team with a lot of experience in the tournament. I'm gonna have to pick Houston though. Sam, sorry, can't take your Purdue-kie.
Fuck you, Sam.
Can't take Purdue-kie. I'm pulling for Houston, for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Houston also. I mean, it comes down to scoring. Purdue can't score. They have a better chance of my grandma going up there and doing it herself. Their offense is 1930s. Their offense is slow as molasses. It's actually hard to watch. I mean, even in the games they do win, it's because of defense. They are a bit better defensive team. But that's just the way Purdue plays basketball. They've kind of always been like that. And except they just don't really have a star player, I think. And I just think I really just don't see anyone beating this Houston team. They have tournament experience. They have a great coach in Kelvin. And I think they're gonna, I think they've come up short so much that I think at least they go to the Final Four. I mean, this is the second year Houston's been a really high seed.
Yeah.
And I feel like every year they make names for themselves as one of the best basketball programs in the country, and they fall short every time, except I just do not see them falling short. Against this team, I don't see Purdue being able to score as much as Houston. And, it's going to come to if they can, Purdue has a chance if they can hold them down, but I don't think it's likely. I'm going to have to go with Houston.
Yeah, I mean that Houston Gonzaga game, that was a pretty close game too. But Houston is a team that knows how to win, and so for that reason, I think I'm gonna go Houston as well. Last but not least, we got Kentucky versus Tennessee. Kentucky looked really good against Illinois. I mean they were up pretty much almost the whole game. Illinois made a little comeback there at the end, but Kentucky just put them away. They got good free throw shooters. In any of these close games, you got good free throw shooters, you're going to win the game, especially if you're up. And then Tennessee barely snuck by UCLA. Not barely, but I think UCLA scored a lot more points than they should have.
I agree.
And for that reason, go Kentucky all day on that one.
Well, I have to agree. I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one. UCLA was leading for a bit, and I'm gonna have to go with Kentucky as well. I mean, Kentucky's playing really good basketball right now. They were beat by Ole Miss earlier in the season, and they took a couple rough losses like that. But they're really heating up and they're playing their best basketball. They got that dude 00 just absolutely killing it. He's a stud, and I really just don't see. They match up very well against Tennessee. And being someone who's seen Tennessee live, been in person, I just don't think they'll be able to live up to the moment based off what I saw when I watched them. They just seem like a team that they have that number two, but I really think they just don't have a team to make a real deep run. They don't have that star player like Dalton Knecht like last year. I just really think that yes, Tennessee's a good team, but Kentucky, they match up well, and I think they'll take care of business on that one.
Yeah. Also, Tennessee is favored to win, but like we said, we're taking the upset on that one. No, I mean it's not even really an upset. I don't know. I feel like Kentucky.
3 over a 2 seed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It's pretty even match too, and
pretty even match.
Kentucky matches up better against them. I mean, it's going to be hard for Tennessee to stop Kentucky in general. I just I can't agree more. So yeah, I definitely think Kentucky will take that one away.
Yeah, the boys in blue. Yeah, and also another point. A lot of SEC teams left. See Kentucky. Let's see Kentucky win here. That would be pretty good to see, for sure.
I mean, yeah, I would agree too. They they have a very good team, and like you said with the SEC, I know you were joking, but it is pretty crazy what they're doing. I mean, they set a record. They beat the record that the ACC sent for the Sweet 16. I mean, that's pretty insane. If you have a team of 16 teams, and you send 14 of them and then to the round of 64, and then 7 of them go to the round of 16. It's pretty crazy. I mean, that's pretty unreal. You get some pretty good basketball going on in the SEC, and like I said, it's because of money. I'd have to say it's because of money. They got the most money, they dominate, just like in football too.
So on that note, with the remaining teams, let's do a little pick one. Who do you got winning it all right now? Tell you what I got. Florida Gators. Florida Gators. I think the Florida Gators are going all the way. Florida Gators, I'm pulling for them. The reasoning, I don't really know. Obviously they're good, but I just like the way I like an alligator. Alligator's a cool mascot, you know what I mean? So I think an alligator would kind of mop up, kind of chomp the rest of everything else. And for that reason, I think Florida's taking it home.
I'm gonna have to go with, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm gonna probably either have to go Florida with you, or I really think if Arizona gets past Duke, I mean, the confidence that would bring, I think they could win a national title. If they have the team to win a national title, they do. Whether you want to agree with it or not, they do. I mean, they're not as consistent, but they have the talent to do it. And if you don't think so, I don't think you know ball. I mean, you got.
I think you know ball, bro. I think you know ball.
Dude, get out of here, buddy.
Dude, you don't know nothing about ball, bro.
I'm the ball knower.
That's why you're
30 out of 32.
You're not. See, that's why I'm down on the court.
32.
I'm down on the court balling up.
You're in
the bleachers. You're in the bleachers. I'm down on the court. You see this? Water,
buddy.
Water.
Oh, I just punched the hell out of my chandelier, chat. Oh,
Chad.
No. Dude, I just broke my chandelier. I just punched it so hard. Oh no. No. God. Oh, the landlord is not going to be happy.
Jacob is going to get evicted.
But I did it for you guys. I did it for JV Boys.
Yeah, for JV Boys. Jacob's getting evicted. But, so what's your pick? Did you make your pick?
I told you, Arizona.
You said Arizona or Florida. Pick one.
Arizona. Said that.
Arizona.
All
right. We're Gators over here. We got the Wildcats over here.
Hey.
With that being said, that is going to wrap up episode 5, JV Boys. It has been an absolute freaking blast of a time being here. We
absolutely love talking to you guys.
Talk some sports. Give you guys the rundown, whatever. Make sure you'll follow Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter. We got an X account. Jacob, let them know. JV Boys.
JV Boys on X.
Yep.
You're going to see all the new clips, anything new from us. And, yeah, We're on all platforms, guys. We're coming to you. We really believe in what we do. And we know I'm so grateful for all the, right now only 26 people, all that support, but we really think it's going to get bigger and better. And we're grateful and we believe in what we're doing. And, we're, just grateful to have this opportunity.
Of course. So that being said, we are going to catch you guys in episode 6 next week. Peace.
See you.